Hey, hi guys, I'm back. I'm going to finish up the paints that I have. I know I don't have enough for this canvas, but I'm going to try something. So I just wanted to show you, I got this canvas at the thrift store for $2, still in the plastic, and it had the corner tighteners included. So just wanted to show you that. And again, go to the thrift store, look for canvases, just don't go to my thrift store. Okay, we're going to unwrap this, and there's, I don't know how they ended up with the price tag on the canvas, and I'm going to do something that a little scary. Okay, we got rid of that. I'm going to dip this canvas, the edges, in this paint that's on the table. Just to make, so we got that all covered. And the whole idea is just to make life a little easier when you pour off the sides. And there's just a ton of paint on the table. And sometimes you just end up with the paint not pouring off, and sometimes it completely overflows the sides anyway. Let's see. Yep, I got all the sides. The corners are not great. So the whole idea is, not great coverage, and then there's still so much paint on the table. I'm going to kind of slide the canvas through the paint. Don't be scared. This is an experiment. I've never done this before. Okay, that kind of didn't work. Let's go this way. And I'm just trying to get color on the canvas. Okay. Let me make sure that that's in frame. I'm sure you probably got a view of my head. And I'm going to kind of, just with my fingers, fill in. And who knows what this will do with the colors I'm about to put on. Might be, and I'm going to use the same cup from the last pour because there's still a lot of paint in there. I'm going to start with red, and this time I'm going to kind of layer the colors a little because they got too muddy. So I'm pouring low-ish. Blue, again, I'm using all Winsor & Newton paints with a lot of Floetrol, like 5-to-1 on the Floetrol, and then a little bit of water and a few drops of silicone, treadmill silicone. Okay, so I'm layering this, and I'm not going in a order. I'm kind of putting whatever next to whatever. We'll see if this works. So a lot of my experiments don't work, and a lot of times I don't videotape them, but if you're watching this on YouTube, it worked out. No, I think I'm going to put this up even if it kind of fails, just to show things don't always work. Scraping as much red out as I can. And I bought some new cups that are much bigger than the last ones. Okay, let's see, let's do the blue. So these colors turn kind of muddy but purpley. So put the red and the blue next to each other here. Somebody must be at the door. The dogs are going crazy. Let's finish the yellow. There's not much yellow left. And I'll tell you, I did a pour the other day, and when I was done, it was amazing, it was beautiful, and it was slippery, and I dropped it. So I fixed it as best I can. It looks okay, but I might end up having to do decoupage over it or something, because it was so perfect, it was amazing, and this paint just gets so slippery. Okay, I've got it all in one cup. I'm going to give it 1, 2, 3, kind of a stir. And I think what I'm going to do is do this in stripes across the canvas this way. And then if I don't have enough paint, I don't have enough paint. And I'll come back after it's dry and add more to it. So we'll see how that works. So I'm going to get a... I'm not worrying. I'm going to try and pour this kind of thick. And you can see that it's fairly spread out. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and get everything I can out of this cup. I've got a lot of cells, and it might just be possible to spread this out enough. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Get rid of all this stuff. And I'm going to tilt this way first. And I'm not going to worry about tilting off the two sides. I'm going to help the paint at the bottom here because it's kind of in a bead. And I do not want any paint. I don't want to lose any paint really. So I'm going to spread it along like this. That's kind of cool. And this is just picking up the paint that was already on the canvas, which is maybe not that great. Okay. Just helping this out here. And now I've got fairly good coverage. So I want to tilt it to this corner. I'm getting a lot of drip off on this end, which I don't want now. So I'm going to tilt it back this way. And I'm tilting it fairly dramatically. I got a lump there, so I'm going to help it out. I'm taking the paint off the table, and where the canvas is kind of dry, I'm making it so that the paint will flow better down once it gets down here. And hopefully this will all tilt off. Okay. What I'm hoping is that all this pinky green will kind of disappear. Same over here, helping it off the edge. This is kind of like watching paint dry, huh? But you know, you don't want to rush this process just for a YouTube video, let's put it that way. Because in the end, you want to come out, I want to come out with a nice painting. So I like what's going on here. I'm helping this flow. there's enough paint. There's no paint on that corner. So really cool colors are coming off here. So what I want to do is, let's see. I don't have a palette knife handy, but I do have a little plastic spoon. And what I want to do is put this over here where I don't really like the colors that are happening. You see how it's turning into mud? But I'm just adding more muddy paint just to help the bad colors, the muddy colors, flow off. And then I have leftover green paint from a few days ago. I'm going to add it right here where it's muddy and just see what happens. No, I don't think I like that. Oh, however, let's see. Get some more of the good colors. Okay, this might take a minute, but good things are happening. I'm going to kind of almost swipe here. Okay, I think that's going to be, oh, I forgot to put tacks. Dang it. Hold on one second. Let me get some cups under here. Okay. Get some cups under this end and a couple under this end. Get rid of that, because we don't want it to keep flowing. Okay, there we go. All right, looks kind of cool. I'm actually surprised at how great that turned out. Wipe my hands and let's torch that. So I really like everything except for this corner, but maybe I torch it like crazy. Just trying to get the bare spots on the canvas. So I think if I hadn't, and the canvas is fraying there, I think if I hadn't put the leftover paint from the table on the canvas, I wouldn't have had enough for the pour to flow. My torch is getting low. I can see a lot of air bubbles in here. Okay, hold on, let me add to my torch. Should just take a sec. Okay. Much better. Okay, I'm torching from maybe 4 or 5 inches above. The colors in this are amazing, I do have to say. I think I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can tilt it this way at all and get rid of some of that gray. I think I'd have to tilt pretty drastically. Oh, have to redo my corners. It's okay. I'm getting the muddy color flowing off, which is good. And I'm creating kind of a marble effect on the bottom edge here, which you'll see when I put it back up. Can you see what's happening here? Okay. I think that's good. Don't want it dropping, so I'm gonna... Wow. I got the muddy color off. Thank goodness. I'm gonna get rid of some of the drippings. Again, be careful, don't go across your canvas with your fingers like I did on the last one. That's really cool what that did, actually. I think I'll keep it. I love it when a pour turns out. Not what, and the funny thing is, I poured the stripes kind of this way, but it looks like it got poured this way. So another surprising outcome. I've got a few spots to patch, but I love it. Red, yellow, blue, and white. All Winsor & Newton. Cerulean blue, crimson, cadmium yellow medium, and titanium white. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Try this. This is so cool. So easy. Happy pouring.